What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. I wanted to kind of fill you in on what I've just been doing the past few months, the past few weeks, and give you a little bit of an inside scoop and also a little bit of behind the scenes with what I've been doing. If you're new here, I'm Natalie. I also am one of the co-founders of Rella, which is a social media management platform, and it's pretty much a tool that is going to be the only tool an influencer is going to need to run their business. And we're starting out with a social media management tool. It's going to be a centralized place for influencers to run their entire business on Rella. So it'll eliminate the need for a bunch of different other apps and programs that you use. And it's really going to be the only one, especially if you are trying to treat it as a business, monetize, connect with people, connect with your community. Rella is the place to be, and it's officially on the App Store ready for pre-order, which is also insane. But recently I was in a rut and I asked you guys, what did you want to see? And a lot of people said behind the scenes of Rella, and while I do think I do show behind the scenes, like in my daily vlogs and in my day-to-day life or week in my life, so I do obviously show a lot about what I'm working on, I feel like I haven't really given you a proper behind the scenes video. One of my very first like Rella vlogs was very in-depth behind the scenes, all about, you know, starting it and all of this stuff. It's honestly one of my favorite videos that I have ever filmed on my channel, but I wanted to do kind of an updated one. We're on the App Store now, we have a team, we're launching in a few days from now, which is just insane. And so I wanted to just fill you in and give you kind of an in-depth look behind the scenes of Rella. I did want to thank today's sponsor, which is Squarespace. You guys know how much I love Squarespace. Rella's website looks phenomenal, and it is because of Squarespace and because of our amazing designer Natasha. But you know what? It's running on Squarespace, and Squarespace makes it possible. If you don't know already, is an online website builder, and it is the best online website builder. It has a bunch of themes, it has everything in one place, so it has all of your analytics, SEO, email marketing. It doesn't matter what website you're trying to build. So if you're trying to build an online store, a portfolio, you know, a place for people to hear about your company, it is so easy and you do not need to know how to code. One of the reasons why we decided to go with Squarespace is because of that reason. We have developers on our team and they had made our original website. It was so annoying going back and forth to the developers to say, hey, can you edit this? Can you edit this? Can you edit this? Can you edit this? Or even like small, simple design tweaks, and it would really distract them from what they were doing, and it just wasn't efficient. That's why we were like, what the heck? Let's just go back to Squarespace. We do not need a custom website. Why did we do this in the first place? And our lives have literally been so much easier. Highly, highly recommend it, and you can get 10% off using my code Natalie Barbu, or go to squarespace.com/NatalieBarbu. Anyways, thank you Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. So very first thing in the mornings, what I do is I usually have calls every single morning. On Mondays, we have the team call. On Tuesdays, which is today, I have the design call with Natasha. Natasha is just a gem, and she is just someone that I talk to more than anyone, I think. Me and her communicate all the time. What she does is she is the lead designer for Rella, but she also does marketing. We are a small team, you know, startup life, you're wearing multiple hats, and Natasha's hat is design and marketing. That's really, really her specialty, is the design aspect, and she is just so on top of everything.
I'm Natasha. I recently graduated from NC State University, and now I do design, social media, and marketing at Rella. It's been really special because I've been at Rella since before we even had a name. I got introduced to Natalie through Rella's co-founders, and I was actually freelancing at their software agency, and my job was just to make the set of app screens, and now Rella has turned into something bigger than all of us. Every day, my job looks a little bit different, but I honestly thrive being in all of the things. Recently, I've been working on a lot of email campaigns for all the exciting things we're launching, and now that we have our beta app out, I go in and edit all the screens and implement new designs based on features that our beta testers have requested. I also manage and create content for all of our social platforms, so that includes coming up with ideas for TikToks and Reels, and whenever Instagram or any other platform comes out with new features, I create graphics for those too. Outside of my creative roles, I also communicate with our influencers through our Slack channel, emails, and DMs. I couldn't imagine a better first job coming out of college. There's so many tasks that I work on I honestly didn't know how to do before, but working at a startup has really given me the flexibility to push myself. And a big part of that is because of our team dynamic. With Natalie's leadership and the rest of the team's work ethic, we are really able to help micro-influencers and content creators have the tools they need to run their business.
This morning we had a call and we went over a lot of stuff regarding the webinar that we're hosting tonight. And we talked about the email marketing campaigns going out, the automations that we're going to use for email marketing campaigns. We have a email list of around 4,000 people already, which is also crazy because I did not expect to have that big of an email list, but we are trying to grow the email list constantly. So that's one thing that, we work really heavily on, is coming up with ways to grow it and brainstorm. And then she also does all of the design for the website alongside Tess. And it's just been great having her on the team. Who was that sent to?
Just everyone that actually registered. And then I have the second one with different wording. It just says it's not too late to RSVP. Still register if you can't make it.
The recording will be sent
afterwards. And then it has the get your free ticket instead of view event. And so now we need to make the segment for this one.
It's crazy at how it knows this stuff. I still am amazed. I know that it's not that crazy of a thought, but it's just everything is so targeted towards certain people. It's crazy. And the reason why I am filming almost all of these clips at this desk is because I spend almost all of my time at this desk. Sometimes I'll switch it up and I'll use my laptop and I'll go on the couch or outside, but for the most part, it's in here. Honestly, I probably should open up the balcony or something and let some fresh air in because I spend a lot of time here. But right now I am creating the webinar presentation. So Natasha did all of the designs for it. I am just adding my slides to it. And the webinar is actually tonight at 7 o'clock. So I am a little bit behind, but we do have 2 other speakers. So they're kind of covering most of it. And then I'm coming in at the end. So I'm just adding my slides and I'm so excited because these types of things are one of my favorite things to do. And I just love, honestly, talking to you guys and hearing you guys and seeing you guys in person or virtually and just communicating. So I'm so excited for this webinar. I think it's gonna go great. And that's one of the biggest parts about Rella, and one thing that Natasha and I really do is make sure that we have an emphasis on community, and it's something that is so crucial for us and super important. So we have an emphasis on that, and webinars is just one of those things that we're doing. Hi everyone. Thank you guys all for being here. I am so excited to do this live. Hopefully you guys can hear me and see me fine. I'm breaking out the mic. 3 minutes of the video. Does it need to be in, wherever?
First email I send back to them is a clear-sighted breakdown of why I'm charging what I'm charging. Not exactly word for word, but mostly they want one TikTok, I'll put one TikTok.
And as the co-founder of Rella and CEO of Rella, I have to be involved in all of the investor meetings. I am the one that kind of steers the direction of the company, obviously with my co-founders, but that is mainly my role. My co-founders are technical co-founders, and they help make sure that, everything that we're doing can technically be done, and also they're the ones implementing it, which is just amazing. So I am so grateful for them. Today, I actually had a meeting with Connor, which is one of my co-founders, and we kind of talked about how Rella is going to look in the future, and Rella regarding the Web3 environment. If you don't know what Web3 is, I picture it as the 3 generations of the web. Web 1 was just reading the web. Web 2 is where you can read and create your own profile. You have the emergence of social media accounts. You can interact with other people. It's kind of what we're living in right now. And Web 3 is what I like to call reading, writing, and ownership. You're actually going to be able to own your content. You're not going to be subject, to the big companies like Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, although those will definitely still exist in a Web3 world. It's just gonna look a little differently. And especially in the terms of content creation and influencers, I think so much is gonna change with the emergence of Web3. I've been really trying to educate myself on it, and although I am still so new in it, Connor, my co-founder, has been doing a lot of research as well. It's very interesting to see the path that it's going to go in, and Rella wants to be able to implement Web3 technologies into what we are doing. So we think that that's the way that the future of influencers and the content creation economy and creator economy is gonna go. So we wanna make sure that we're kind of on the pulse and make sure we're telling that story when we're speaking to investors.
Yeah, I think word vomit, yes, but I think first, we should really figure out the story we want to tell. And if we want to come up with different versions, like an abbreviated, I've got 1 minute, hit me, to a, hey, here's 10 minutes of my time, give me the breakdown. I want to verbalize what I'm thinking, because maybe you can pick up on what I'm trying to say. It's like I want to be able to highlight, like, the influence revolution makes me think more as like a savvy investor, or maybe what I would care about is there is a revolution in this whole content ingestion and where people are focusing their time and money and resources is towards these influencers. People are going to start putting money towards these independent creators opposed to these larger corporations. My name is Connor, and I'm one of the co-founders here at Rella. I spend most of my time working on bringing the product to life, along with our other co-founder, Nick, and our incredible front-end developer, Louis. Yeah, my main role here is to keep up with the constantly changing technical trends in the market, to make sure we're on the right path technically to bring the greatest possible product to market that we can. I would say I'm more on the architecture side of the product, so I spend a lot of my focus working on making sure we're building a strong foundation and building our product on something that we can continue to grow on for years to come and won't fall over. I've been working out of my dining room for the past, I guess, year and a half now, ever since COVID started. I'm just holding out on the company to get a nice big swanky headquarters somewhere. But yeah, and here's my setup.
I'm gonna get this sooner or later, I have to. But this is like take 25. Hi, my name is Nick Kane. I'm a co-founder and developer here at Rella, and here's what I've been working on for the past few weeks. So with everything ramping up and getting ready for launch in January, which has been super exciting, we have realized that we needed to improve and add a couple more features that our beta testers have been asking for. So the bulk of my work has been making sure that we can implement those features, get them tested and ready for production as fast as possible. And with our timeline coming up, it was a little stressful to get those things in, but it's been done nonetheless, and we're super happy with where the product is right now. And in parallel with that, to get the product out there, we wanted to have some continuous integration and development processes in there to make sure that when we're ready to build that scale, we can, and it also helps us get more features out to you guys as quickly as possible. With those two things being the bulk of my work, and what I need to do looking forward to the future is really helping our development team plan and find a good way to execute these next couple features that we want to put in for versions 2, 3, and so on. But it's going to be a lot of work once we get it launched, and it's been a lot of work up to this point, so it's been great working on it, and I don't know how to end this. I think I was rambling there, so put that off wherever you want. I'm just gonna pan my setup. I guess that will be good footage. Oh yeah.
That's kind of what we did today. We just had a run through our pitch deck, and we're completely changing the pitch deck again. The problem is still the same and the solution is still the same, except we're talking more about Rella as the future rather than just, oh, this is our current product right now. What I found with raising money is that you have to tell a story. You have to be able to sell your team. They are investing in your team, they are investing in the story, and of course you have to back it up and, make sure that you know what you're doing. But really what they're investing in is you and your company's story, because they know that also this is just the beginning. And so we want to make sure that we portray an accurate story on where Rella is going in the future. And so that's what Connor and I were just dishing out today. A few investor meetings this week, so I really want to film them, and maybe I'll do a separate video kind of like recapping how those went, because I need to make more content like this. This is content that I was searching for and that I'm still searching for. So, you know, if you like this type of content. We kind of took a pause on fundraising. We really just raised the bare minimum friends and family round just to kind of get started. And it's been a little bit difficult for me to, you know, be CEO and steer the company and, you know, make sure that we're ready for launch and, you know, help with the marketing, but then also put on a fundraising hat. And that is something that I have definitely had trouble adjusting to, and I've spoken to a lot of other female founders about this, but one thing that I've noticed is really difficult when it comes to fundraising is that fundraising, you have to be so confident. But when you go into these meetings, you have to come in with that confidence, you have to come in with that story, you have to be the expert in the room. And what's different is that I am on YouTube and I am on Instagram and I am on social media, where that confidence is not really a good thing when it comes to social media. And let me know what you think about this, but the way I think about it is that when I'm on YouTube, if I am too, you know, oh my God, I'm doing the best thing ever, I'm so on top of it, I'm the best, all of this stuff, that doesn't come across well. No one wants to watch that. People want to watch my struggles. People want to watch, you know, the relatability, and they want to see, you know, you vent on camera, and they want you to be 100% authentic and 100% real, which I get. I mean, I don't want to watch someone that's like the most confident person in the world. Like, I know that might sound bad, but like, I think we can all agree on that, can we? I don't know, maybe just me, but when I go into an investor meeting, I have to put on that confident act. I have to act like someone that is walking in there, that is not, that we're not saying, I'm sorry, oh my God, I'm sorry, we're not doubting ourselves. But yeah, so that's kind of the difference. That's kind of what I've seen when walking into investor meetings. But if you want me to do kind of a whole video kind of deep diving into that, definitely let me know, because I think that would be very interesting content. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. This was a little bit different of a vlog. It was more of a sit down with a few vlog clips in it. But if you guys did like it, please be sure to thumbs it up. Let me know if you want more of these types of videos. Follow along on the Rella journey by subscribing to my channel, pre-ordering Rella on the App Store, and also following us on Instagram and TikTok at Rella Social. But thank you guys for the love and support. I mean, Rella is literally done and made and where it is today because of the people watching my videos, because of the people that are following us and supporting us, and it literally is made for you. So if you want to be involved in the process, we would love to hear you. So again, be sure to follow us on everything, but share it on your story once you pre-order and tag us. But thank you so much for just wanting to be a part of this and even staying till this long in the video. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next time.